Hello, everyone. I'm so thrilled to welcome to the show Tatiana Persico from Valencia, Spain. Tatiana is a psychologist and a matchmaker. And I am just so excited to have you here today. Welcome, Tatiana.
Thank you, Manisha. I'm very happy you invite me.
Of
I hope
course.
I
Now,
tell you
Tatiana,
some secret today.
I know you will tell me lots of good secrets. Me too. So I noticed that you live in Valencia, but some of our communication, I saw some links in Russian. I'm just so curious about your story and how you ended up in Valencia.
My story is very long. Actually,
Maybe will be
the
abbreviated.
my life is adventure, which I'm
Mm,
building year by year. So I was born in Russia. I'm Russian, yes, and it was big my all my life big research for love. And
mm.
last love I found in Estonia, and it was a Sicilian man.
Ooh.
He's my husband, yes. So I moved to
Oh,
Estonia. I lived there for 7 years. But
wow.
this country, I couldn't resist to live in this country because it's very
Mm,
small, very boring, little bit, even not little bit, close people. So nobody
mm,
smile, talk, and I moved to Valencia. To Valencia, I was dreaming to move 10 years ago. When I come
wow.
here first time in my life and with my son, we decided we will live here. And now we are here.
Amazing. So, and you became a matchmaker. How because and it
Yes.
grew out of your own desire to find love. So, do you think you kind of found out how to find love and now you're sharing that with other people?
Yes, I was researching how to find the love, and for this research, I was traveling around Europe 2 years. In 2 years, I was meeting some men in Tinder, other dating app, not to find my love, just to understand what exactly wanted all the men on the planet. What is the
Mm.
difference between searching? What is searching? What woman searching and one man searching? Yes, and actually,
Mm.
everybody is searching for love, for calmness, for
Mhm.
some island in this world. This is, and
Mm.
like this, I met my husband, and I met one owner of the company, a startup, who was creating a dating app. And I
Mm.
decided to put, I already had my system of
Mm.
compatibility between men and women. And I put this system inside dating app. I can tell you it didn't go well.
Yeah. Well, did not go well. Yeah.
Didn't go well because of different things. But
Mm.
instead of dating app, we created a dating service. And this service started to work very, very well. And the last result, in 6 months, we did 5 couples. 5 couples, and they still continue to communicate. I hope it will be wedding. And it was a very different way to connect people, not like everybody connect. So, for example, how you meet a man? What you
Yeah.
do for this?
You know, that's actually such a great question, and there's a couple things I wanted to highlight there, which is dating apps is really hard to meet on dating apps, and all of these dating apps brag about how they have this perfect algorithm, but the reality is a lot more complicated, nuanced, and even magical than that. Um, and so, yes, I have been doing a variety of different tools. I use dating apps. I've been on Tinder, Bumble, eHarmony, Match.com, Hinge, you name it. And then also I've been trying to go out into like a coffee shop every day and just start a little conversation. I've been trying to do I do a lot of women's activities, so I try to do more men's activities like, going to the gym, and even have hosting my own networking events. But actually just today I was feeling like the apps, in a way, they work, right? Like, if it's so I feel like when I go on the apps, I'm like, "Oh, I don't wanna do this. I don't like any of these people, but I have to push myself because I know that if I do it, I will meet someone," you know? So, like, the last 2 weeks ago, I went on, I sent some voice notes on Bumble, I even called some guy, and then we went on a date. It was nice, we, like, made out, but then it's also, okay, if I maybe have 3 dates with this guy. I don't know if he's into long-term relationships. He has some really difficult psychological problems and trauma from his last breakup. He's a little bit negative, and it's like, I put all of that work into the dating app for just kind of this, you know, like one makeout session on my couch, like, it's nice, but it just feels and then I think about the dating apps again, and I'm just like, "Oh," like, I have to lift some rock. So, I would be I have so many different questions for you, Tatiana, but maybe a good one to start off with is just, like, how do I find out who my ideal partner is? Like, if you were trying to find out who I'm compatible with, what kind of questions would you ask me, or what should I be asking myself?
But first, I want to say about statistic.
Yes,
Uh,
okay. Yes.
the statistic from Tinder. They
Okay.
discovered that to find a right person in dating app, you need 3,900 swipe. How many swipes did you do?
Well, I'll tell you, one time I swiped on the entire city of San Francisco. I was at a conference, so I swiped every single man, so much I got carpal tunnel syndrome in my finger. I couldn't type for a couple days. So, but then I think the problem is when you have that level of quantity, you get a little overwhelmed and you start dating not so intentionally in a way. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Understand you. But view of dating app from your side is very different from a side of the man because when you enter to Tinder, you have a lot of match. Yes,
oh, so many.
so
Thousands.
many. And can you
Yeah.
imagine when man come to Tinder, he doesn't have that much.
Nothing, yeah. Unless
Yeah,
he's really hot, right? Like, then there's a couple like 1% of the guys that are getting all of the women or something like that. Yeah.
yeah. So,
Mm,
what you have to understand to find the right person? First of all, I can say nobody knows what
mm.
they need in reality.
That's very
Yesterday, I spoke with one man who told me never been married, but I know exactly what I want. I want this, and this kind of woman is fit me very well. And I said, but
Chef.
and I told him, but you know why this woman doesn't fit you? He was very surprised. I said, yes, because of this. And he was like in confusion because
Mhm.
how is possible? All my life I was searching for this woman and she doesn't fit me because we don't understand exactly what we want. And
Mhm.
all matchmakers have a joke. Every woman, and doesn't matter which nationality, age, they're searching only one man. Nice, successful, generous. You can continue, yes? And
Right,
this is
yeah.
only one man. Every woman describe him. So we are still searching. We didn't find him.
It doesn't exist.
No, I
There's
think
no
it doesn't
generous
exist.
no man is all this kind,
Maybe
arrogant,
some.
but
And I
uh
think you have big list of qualities. Yeah.
well, you know what? I have been working on it because I've been thinking about it, and I have kind of thrown away more of the superficial things, right? Like, a lot of women care about height. I dated a guy very short and, oh, so nice. You know, what a good kisser, oh my god. So good. But I
Okay.
think, like, even all those things I can kind of throw away. I mean, I would like him to be healthy, but, I think for me, it's I guess because I know that, okay, there are kind and successful men out there, but, like, what beyond that? Like, would I be more fitting with someone who's quiet or someone more loud? Would I fit better with someone who is an entrepreneur or is in finance? I am not sure how to kind of, because I don't think I've been in enough relationships to see what a good match for me is. So how can I get to the bottom of that, Like, not just good or bad, but good for me.
Mhm. This is good question because first you have to understand how you want to feel
Mm,
next to men. So not which kind of
aroused.
person he is.
No, why did I say that?
So and I have one secret, which I say this secret and men and women.
Mhm.
When you go to the first date, where is your focus?
Great question. So I have to tell you, Tatiana, I've been at this for a while and I've worked with a lot of dating coaches. So if you asked me in my 20s, I would say, does he like me? But now my focus is more on, to be quite honest, a lot of the men that I am dating are very kind of nervous. So a lot of my energy is just trying to put them at ease, make them feel like they're attractive, like I have to say something like, nice shirt, like anything, like at some point to make them feel like they're desirable. But so that's actually, to be quite honest, I think I'm really focused on like helping them relax a little and then trying to learn a little bit more about their values, like do they care about other people? What is their relationship with their mom and dad like? That kind of thing.
This is totally wrong.
No! Okay.
And this is my job to calm down
Okay.
people, you know? Don't take my job.
Good. Well, that's why you're here. Objective feedback.
So when you come to first date, your only one goal should be look inside yourself and feel your feeling, how
Mm,
you feel next to this man. So you came to restaurant, a man sit in front of you, and your focus not how he act, how he speak, about what he speak,
yeah.
because women very much artistic.
Mhm. It's true. We
Yes,
are.
and we
Yeah.
like to create something what doesn't exist. We like to imagine this man. He has so nice eyes, and for sure he will be good father for my children. Or he has something. I understood he is very mature person, but this is everything is not true because for first date is very important how you feel there and your goal.
Mhm.
If you feel a bit not comfortable, don't go to second date.
This is so brilliant. I have never heard someone speak about that exactly in that way. Of course, so many people talk about how you feel, but that point about women being artistic and creative is really brilliant because I used to be an actress. I'm an artist at heart. And so I can build like this whole image around a man that doesn't exist, like what he's going to be
Yeah.
like after he goes to therapy and is healed by the power of my feminine love, It's just you can just imagine all of this potential that doesn't exist, especially after you sleep with him. That's really dangerous. I mean, I have just made mountains out of this, like just some dumb player, and how he's gonna save the world. So, okay, so I love that. So I'm curious though, okay, because you're a psychologist, so you know that our conditioning impacts how we feel. So
Mhm,
maybe it's wrong, but I've heard that sometimes, okay, so for example, in my situation, I was raised without a father. He was very not interested in me being like even a person on the planet. Even to this day, he resents the fact that like my mom got pregnant and decided to have me. And so what I remember as a child is being with a very loving mother who just thought I was the center of the universe all the time and an unavailable father. So I'm worried that I feel comfortable. I feel at ease around a man who is fundamentally unavailable and that I know, and so I feel like maybe I should be uncomfortable, like, and push past my discomfort. And so that's when I feel kind of like, ugh, around dating, like, oh, everyone says, like, oh, if you don't really like him very much, you should go on a second date and get to know him. How do you feel about that aspect of things? Like, I might be comfortable around something that could be bad for me.
But you maybe feel comfortable or you feel comfortable. This is the question. Maybe
Mm.
it's in your head. It's not connected with your body.
Oh, okay. So I should be feeling like when you say how you feel, like it's in my heart, in my pelvis,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. And this is your intuition because
Mm,
every woman have very strong intuition. But from childhood, everybody say you don't have to believe it. No, no, no. Is the
mhm.
true is like this. Everybody, our parents, our teachers, people around us, friends, they say no, no, no. Reality is like this, and we try to understand. But which is reality? Yes, what?
Yes.
What is the true? But in
Mm,
reality, we have our opinion, our feelings, which we have to work on it. Yes, to feel it,
yeah.
what I really feel and how is it. But this advice is okay only for first dating. Because when
Okay.
you come to second date, you already don't have to feel, don't have to listen your intuition. It start to lie because you already have impression about this man.
And
So
we're an artist. The painting has been created in the depths of your soul. It's fused with your intuition. Yeah. Yeah.
So intuition, but only first step. Yeah, second step, you already start to ask question, understand what kind of person, and in many case, I suggest to make this going in front of each other very very slowly, not like So I tell you about my life. I was born in this family. After I have this, and this is me. So
Mm.
for men and even for you, it will be not very much interesting to continue communication. Why? You already know everything about this person, and your brain put like, okay, I understood everything.
Mhm.
What more?
Yeah.
And after it will be a bit boring. So it
Mm,
should be always when you stop communication, you want to more, you want to know more.
mm. Yeah,
If you
that's true.
feel this keep create this curiosity, this is very good start, and this
Mm.
is very good ability.
Yes, yes, thank you. I love that. I think that's a really I mean, I believe that humans are just infinite, and even you can be, 50 years old with your partner and suddenly realize this vast universe exists in them you didn't even know about. But you do have a point, I think. So, I guess for me, I mean, my pattern, I think, has been so I force myself to go out on these apps and I'll go on a date and there's something really not right about the guy. I don't feel good, right? So I don't go on it. And then I go on another date and then I meet someone I'm like, I like them, but they don't kind of seem interested. And then 10 dates. Okay, I like him. He likes me. We go on a second date and then we go on a third date. And then he just kinda drifts away, And I feel
Mhm.
like I don't know, I just think that it's weird if I'm the one messaging him, like, if he's not gonna be like, a couple years ago, I went out with this guy in Austin, Texas, and he seemed he did everything really nice. He was a short guy, so I'm like, "Okay, this is in my favor."
That's true.
And, he was really like, we went on a date, I kind of wasn't sure about him. So then I messaged him a month later and said, "Hey, I've been busy. Let's go on." We went on this like really, he took me to this really nice restaurant on our third date. Like really fancy, and both second and third date, and then out for drinks, and then we went back to his place, and we didn't like I'm very careful not to have sex too soon because I feel like that is a bye. And then after that, I kind of didn't hear from him for a few days, and we were planning something on Monday, and then Monday he said, "Hey, I'm gonna have to take a rain check because I have to plan my trip." Like really stupid, I mean, he was taking a year off from work. Like he didn't have to plan his trip. So I felt like there's no point in kind of pushing this. Because if a man
Mhm.
is interested, he's gonna pursue you. And I feel like, and then I dated this other guy, felt really nice around him in Croatia, but then he kind of started talking about how he never was gonna get married or have kids. And then when I went off on a vacation, he went off on a vacation, he had been texting me, like, every single day, multiple times a day, and then it just stopped. And then, every month or so, I would text him, but he never reached out first, and I feel like this is kind of a little bit the pattern. I even have a guy now who we've been on a first date, second date, he's having he canceled our second date, and then he rescheduled, and he explained that his last relationship was really traumatic, and he saw that I wanted a long-term relationship on my profile, and he wasn't sure if he was ever gonna want that again, and I said, "Well, are you just looking for sex?" And he's like, "No," and I said, "Well, are you at least open that it might evolve? Because I don't even know you, so I don't know if I wanna have a long-term relationship with you." And he's like, "Yeah," and then we went out, for a long walk, and then I just don't even know if this guy is gonna message me again. I don't know, maybe that's the kind of pattern I'm running into.
This kind of pattern, yes. And when you go to the first date,
Mm,
what you know about this kind of about this man?
what did I learn about him?
Yeah, why you go to first date? You
Um,
know this man or just to take a coffee and to see
because
how it
I
happens?
put in 2 hours to find him on Bumble. I feel like I should force myself to go on the date. I went on the date, he didn't revolt me, and so I'm like, "Okay," he did also some things that made me feel really good, like, very proactive about treating me, and, it was really cold out, he gave me his coat, and, it
No,
was
no,
really
before meet. Why
before I
you agree to go to first meet, first date? Why?
because he didn't seem, like, terrible.
But yes. Great. So you didn't know this man.
No,
No, nothing about him. About
dating app.
this, I have my theory as well.
Okay.
So imagine, remember, you go to the date, and this
Mhm.
is very nice man. You communicate, you laugh, it's very interesting. Both are exciting, but you come home, you
Hmm.
came back home, and you think, okay, he's nice, but doesn't fit to me. Is not my future partner. And
Mm,
your brain put like point unsuccessful. Okay, you search another 2 hours, another man, you go to another date. It was amazing, wonderful. You come back home and you think, "Mm-mm, no, unsuccessful." And you collect this point unsuccessful, unsuccessful, and your beliefs
mm.
became like normal man doesn't exist in this world.
I mean, for me, I feel like every date where it's decent is successful. Like, as long as it's not horrible, I was like, "Okay, it's successful." But then it's like, I think it's more of the 3rd date for me, you know? Like,
Mhm.
like with this guy, like, what happens after that, you know? I don't know.
And after how many dates you want to have in your life more?
I'm none. I mean, that's why I think I've gotten to a point where I was like, "I just wanna marry you so I don't have to date anymore."
No, no, don't do it. Just
So
be more careful to go to first
yeah,
date. So,
I think
what I suggest
okay.
to communicate before first date, I know many people hate it, but it works. If you communicate a little bit more and you have common interest with men,
Mhm,
and uh, and to go to the first date, when is the moment when the man want to see you so much he can send you helicopter only for you
mhm,
really come
mhm.
to his date. In this case, it will be more convenient maybe for continue for second date. You understand what I mean?
I
Yes.
like that. I like that. It's like make him work for it a little bit. Yeah.
And
Send
you
the
save a lot of
helicopter.
nerves.
Yes, I think that is really wise, and I think, yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense to be doing a lot more pre-vetting before the first date. Is there some way that okay, is there first what should we start with? First of all, ways to meet people besides dating apps. Well, obviously Matchmaker. And then secondly, just like, ugh, I mean, the whole dating app process, it's just maybe you just have to realize there's only 1 in 1,000 people you're actually even gonna go on a first date with. But maybe also, I don't know, I kind of like this guy, and I don't know why all these men are losing interest in me after date 3. Like, maybe I am not a good kisser? I don't
Maybe
know.
maybe you are doing something, but I don't know what you are doing on the date.
Yeah.
But maybe you can have some feedback
Mm,
from men, because if you ask, usually men say, "Okay, I write you."
okay. Yeah, I could do that.
But if men disappear from a first date, I was making research why men disappear from first date, and we have a lot of answer. Most of them said we are not comfortable to say I don't like you.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think I'm pretty good at getting second dates. So I know these men are physically attracted to me, and I don't know if the emotional connection is strong enough or not. Maybe I don't know.
Mhm. But
Mm.
men have a lot of imagination too, and when you go to first date, and they imagine how you will fit in their life, and maybe when they see second, third date, maybe they see then you cannot fit in their life, normal life. Yes, like
That's a good
routine.
point. Yeah.
And for you, it could be interesting point of view to see from this side. Yes,
Yeah.
which kind of man fit very well to
Oh,
your
yeah.
life.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I think that also, I mean, as you're saying that, I don't think on the dates I've been talking to them very much about kind of what activities they like, "Oh, I like to, go on hikes too," or, "Hey, I do a lot of, I'm really passionate about my business and I like to go out for dinner on Fridays." Maybe they think it's gonna be like, you know, I don't know, because I don't think I even really give them an idea of how I would fit into their life, really.
Hmm. And more important, not how people relax.
Mhm,
Most important for our life together
mm,
after is how they act in conflict, how they argue, how
mm,
if you are not agree with them, what they do. They run away, they're aggressive, they close and don't speak with you anymore. This reaction is very important. Can you resist it in the future
yeah.
with this
You know,
reaction? No.
it's so funny because my first boyfriend was in, I think I was in summer camp. I was maybe 12. He was a it was a music camp. He was a Russian prodigy, pianist prodigy who had come to this camp, and I thought he was kind of cute, and so I kind of followed him around, and we sat down and talked at this, concert, and then he goes well, I guess we're boyfriend and girlfriend now, like after 20 minutes. And so then he called and asked me on this date, and I was just so nervous, whatever. And then I went out with him, and then I remember we went to this event and I was kind of running away all the time. And when I saw him, I was so nervous. And then he came up to me and he said, "No, I don't think we can date anymore because I think about you all the time and I can't focus on my music. And I'm here for my music and I'm thinking about you all the time." Oh, so, Misha. He gave me this
Misha,
like old Russian ruble.
you have a
So
good
so
experience.
I think that is a little bit, it sounds kind of arrogant actually to say, but I think that, like, I'm a very passionate person, and I think, like, I'm also, like, sexy, and I think that maybe, this man I'm also dating, he's really hard job, he's a neurosurgeon, and I think, he was just, like, so much in his work, like, how am I gonna have time for a girlfriend? And I think it's, like, this kind of, like, passionate woman, it's not. And then before that, this guy who I do not ever wanna date again is terrible, but he also told me he's, like, almost afraid of me, like, and he's calling me every day for an hour, and then he's saying, These calls, I'm just exhausted of video calling you every day." And I'm like, "You're the one calling me. I'm not the one calling you," So it's almost like I can understand that maybe that would be hard to think about how to fit someone, like a passion into your life. Maybe. I don't know.
It depends very much of psychotype and your nerve system. It's
Mhm.
resistant or no, strong or weak. And how much you can resist strong emotions, how much you
Mm.
want to express yourself, and how much another person can resist with your emotions and what he need. This is our needs. They should fit.
Yes, yeah, I love that. By the way, I just wanna say, you are so pretty and you have this, like, beautiful pink it feels pink, and I feel like I have, like, a Valentine's Day card sitting in front of me. It's so nice talking to you. You're
Thank
so
you.
soft and lovely. Okay, so psychotype. This is good. This is what I'm trying to get at because sometimes I think most of the men that I have had, even or any romance with, have not been American guys. They have been like some more passionate culture. And I think that maybe I would do a little bit better with a Greek guy or, someone who, even these Croatian guys, they're very, I don't know. Maybe do you think I should be dating? What about Spanish guy? What kind of psychotype do you think would be I should be on the lookout for?
Spanish and Italian guys and French. I can put all together.
Okay. The
So sorry,
romantic
sorry,
version.
Spanish, Italian, and French guys, but I put you all together. They're
Mm,
romantic, very patient, very expressive. Yes,
mm,
but here you should be very careful about what is priority in the life of this
mhm.
kind of person. If priority is a beautiful life, don't do nothing, dolce vita, la familia, a
There will be no
family.
money for your flowers.
It could be very romantic guy. You will feel very comfortable, like a princess, like a
Mm,
queen. But when you need some support, when you need some money, this guy cannot help you.
mm.
This is
Cross
important,
that
yes.
out.
If but if that man they make some business, they have some company, they want to grow in their field of work. It's okay, and I think every man should have some passion about their job. If
Mm,
they don't have, they're not ready for relationship. Because now women are very strong. they can earn money, they can do everything. We can do everything for ourselves, yes. But anyway, we have some needs which we want will be closed inside relationship. We can
Mhm.
do it by ourselves, but we want men take care about this. Yes.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm an entrepreneur, but I'm not the best at making money. I mean, yeah, it's something I could be more focused on. I'm not in debt or anything, but now I'm gonna like, you know, it's so
Yeah.
I would like to have a man, and I'm happy to, do stuff, cook,
Mhm.
service if
And
need.
many men, entrepreneurs, they come to me and they say, Tatiana, I want very strong woman who make business, who have a lot of interest, interesting, bright, beautiful. And they say, okay, I have a woman for you. And they start to go to the date. And after they come back in 1 week, they come back and say, Tatiana, forget everything what I told you. Give me a normal woman.
Mhm.
Okay. So, what is the normal woman? Yeah, and this is again about how we feel together.
Mhm.
Because any man, when he come home, how he want to feel?
Yeah.
Relaxed. Like,
Mhm.
okay, we can stay together. We cannot talk. It will be okay even if we don't speak. Just we sit together, we talk, we watch each other, we just relax and enjoy this time. This is very
Mhm.
important to have a place where you want to go back.
That is really nice. Yeah. Yeah. I think this year I really committed to be living in a place where I feel really good. And this guy who came over to my place, he just kept saying how nice my apartment was and how lovely and like, how much are you paying for this? And noticing little things about it. And I thought, this is nice. This is a good place to receive
Mm-hmm.
a man. Okay, so I have to say, if I've been so can we talk a little bit more about this? So, first date, you need to think about how you feel with this man, and you're
Mm-hmm.
both looking for this love and this space of peace. And then after that date, the guy is gonna be having to get on a helicopter to see you again. You're not gonna be pushing this date along. That one I think is clear. Okay. So then what about after date 2? I mean, that's where I am right now with this new guy. And it's funny because I didn't really it's like we went on a walk together and I didn't like a lot of things that he said, but then what I realized is that I really liked being with him. Like even if I didn't necessarily agree with the words coming out of his mouth, the conversation never stopped. At certain point I reflected, "Hey, I'm asking questions about him, he's not asking about me," but it didn't matter, and then with the physical, it was just so nice. It felt so natural, and when we stopped talking, I was yes, now I feel like we're communicating. Now I feel like you're curious about me, the way he was kissing, and so I don't know, and so now I'm in this period where it's like, "Okay, we had this nice date. I don't know if I'm ever gonna see him again, you know? Like, I know he had a great time, and so I guess for me, it makes me wonder, do I just wait to message him or what? Do I come out and say, like, "I have a beautiful new dress, like, take me out for dinner Friday," or what's the next step with that? I tend to just
Actually,
do nothing and just wait to see if I hear from him. I feel like that's the best move.
I think there is no some rules because I prefer men provide communication. Yes, he
Mhm.
always start,
Yeah.
but sometimes there are a lot of men who are very not. They don't feel very much confident. Maybe they like very much woman and they are not understanding. So she like me or no? And they're sitting and thinking, "Mm, if she write me, so it's okay. If she doesn't write, so no." They're worried like we are
Mhm.
the
Oh.
same way. So maybe sometimes we can do this. We can say,
Mhm.
"Hey, how are you? What are you doing now?" I have some plan or something. But after you can make a little step, but after you see how he react. So actually after you are watching, second
Yeah.
second step, you are watching, you are listening what he is talking about, how he act, what he is doing, what he ask for from you, yes, what is
Mm.
important for him.
I
This
love
is
that. I love that. That's beautiful, Tatiana. Okay. Let's dial it back to step 0, like finding these guys in the first place, because that
Mhm.
could be part of the issue. So if you okay, maybe the way we think about this, like if you were going out today, if you were me and you didn't have a lot of money to hire a matchmaker yet,
Yes.
they're gonna be rich in 3 months. What would be your approach? Like, what kind of professions would you be looking for? Where would you go to meet these men? You know, what kind of archetypes would you be searching for?
And you know, when I was working in startup, you met
Mhm,
before men and women who come to me, I said, "You trust me?" And they say, "Yes." I told them, "If you trust me, don't ask picture of your match, because we have everybody have their type. Yes, I
mhm.
have this kind of person. I like blue eyes, black hairs, and some kind of, yes. It could be
Yeah.
different, but kind of anyway. Someone we like, someone we don't like, and this is maybe biggest mistake, because we choose a new partner, we start new relationship, but how it finish? It finish usually always in the same way.
Yep.
Another person, but finish same.
Same
So
man, same results.
yeah, why? Because we have some scenario in our head.
Hmm,
Yes, and if you break this system, you can break it by yourself without matchmaker, and you
okay.
start to date person which you would never date in your life. But I don't say about very, very ugly man. No, not this guy. Be careful, just not your type. And see how it will be on the first date.
Okay, maybe I'm lying to myself, but I feel like I have done this. I've probably, if you name any job, any ethnicity, any height, I've probably dated them. Sometimes I have, even last week, I went out with a Uber driver who was a chain smoker and like looks about 70. So I gave him a try, you know? So but maybe, I don't know, like, someone just wanted to introduce me to a man, and he just kinda looks too old, like, I don't know. But I don't know.
No, 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 not this kind of person. We have some criteria which we can move. And this is very important. You should be flexible for some criteria. But
Definite.
some of them should be very strong. So whatever happen in your life, this kind of criteria you never move. This is very important. And this criteria is exactly with which kind of person you will feel safe. So you will feel safe if men, for example, have stable nerve system. If together with this kind of man, uh, you can relax, you can
Mhm.
speak and don't think about what you're speaking. Is example, yes, or kind of person who have already some stability in his life, yes, and you don't have to do it. It's not your work,
Mhm.
especially after 40s, yes. If a person doesn't have some man doesn't have some career, some patient of his life, what he was doing all the life.
Mhm. Exactly. I mean, I can't even tell you the times, you know how we are, like, I have done years of therapy, spiritual retreats. I have let people given me critical feedback that has just torn my heart open to shreds just so that I could grow. And I'll go out with these guys and they're like, I'm thinking about hiring a therapist. Do it.
Yeah.
I smoke, but I'm thinking about quitting. Amazing, you're so strong. Your courage just blows me away. Um, so where do you find these men? Are they hiding?
They're not hiding, they're very suffering because they cannot find the right woman. But we walk in the same street, we go to the same supermarkets. They're everywhere around us. And I have a story about my friend.
Okay.
She is very, very beautiful. And many years ago, she told me, Tatiana, there is problem. No man around me. And I
Mhm.
think, but it's impossible. She's so
You
beautiful.
live
She
in
just go out from home and every man watch only to her. Is
yeah,
really a kind of
stunning.
a woman. And I said, okay, let's go to the city center and we
Mhm.
see maybe some men, we can meet some men there. And we went to the main street of my city, St. Petersburg. We walk, and there are a lot of men, women, tourists, everybody. And everybody watched to her. And she said, but you see, there is not even one man around. And I think, but how is possible? Around her, a lot of men, and she really doesn't see.
Mhm.
So I took her head and say, look, here, man, here, another. And she start to watch. She said, really, there are men. And after I said, but you see, this man watch to you. And she said, no, no, she watched to you. I didn't notice. So, and we made this exercise every day. We went to this street, we walk, and I show her, this is a man, this is a man. And her focus from the town, yes, like she was walking like this. Her focus start, people around, men around. This is even interesting men around. And now she's already married 8 years. It's happy marriage. This is my very good case. I like
Wow.
it.
How did she end up meeting her husband?
In
That's
dating app. In
yeah,
dating app.
yeah,
Yes.
that's
And it was first man who wrote her.
lucky.
But
You
there is no lucky. In dating app is not lucky. Is no luckiness. This is algorithm. In every platform, they have their own algorithm.
mhm.
For example, in Tinder is very important picture. If you have photo with people in background, if glass of wine,
Mhm.
flowers, something else, your profile go down and you see only taxi drivers. If you have
Poor taxi drivers. I feel like they're always the example on this show of, like, the worst. Sorry, taxi drivers.
sorry,
I
yes,
I
there
know that
are a
you
lot
have
of
other things in
nice
your life.
people, but you understood what I mean.
Dude, it's a good example. I mean,
If
that's
it's
also
good
the funny thing is, like, yeah, go ahead.
if it's good pictures, doesn't matter profession or no, just good quality. They can see your face
Mm,
without Photoshop, like a lot of women like Photoshop. After they go to first date, and men say, "Who is this? I don't
yeah.
know this girl. It was another person." Yeah, so this photo is matter in Tinder. If we say about other application, now I have test. I test these apps. I like very much OkCupid
Okay.
because they have 10 years ago and now they have very good algorithm. They have a lot of question which is never finish. And you can choose which kind of question you want to answer.
Mm,
And you answer, and you match
I
more
like that.
fit.
Okay, here's a weird question for you. If you were to try to find a man on LinkedIn, what job would you look for? Doctor, professor, entrepreneur?
Mostly I collect entrepreneurs
Mhm.
because now I am making researching. I collect in Valencia. I collected 1,000 entrepreneurs, startuper
So
in LinkedIn.
excited!
In
I
LinkedIn,
love that.
and I ask them to fill the form for my researching,
Mhm.
which is family values of entrepreneur men, and soon it will be result.
Oh, that's so good. I'm delighted.
It's very interesting. Yes,
Okay, so now you know me a little better. What do you think is my ideal man?
ideal. I don't know. I think it doesn't exist. Sorry, ideal. No, but who can fit you? I think this is. You remember I told you about psychotype. Yes.
Yes. Oh,
So
that's what I'm
you
talking
are
I love
a very
it.
bright person,
Mhm.
and you like to be in the center of attention. Yes,
Yeah.
and
Is that bad?
this is great. This is great. But you have to know one thing, because I am working with family. I'm family therapist as well,
Mhm.
and if in one family two superstar, as I say, this family will never um, live long life together. In the family should be only one superstar. If you are superstar, so your man should be in your shadow.
The moon.
The mo-
Super moon and the superstar.
yes, and this kind of man who will say, "Wow, my princess, my queen," but he doesn't need the same for himself.
My ex-boyfriend, who I think he was an amazing fit for me, if not for addiction, that ruined it.
Mm.
But I remember we would go out and he really didn't like socializing. He was very introverted. And we would go out and he would just be kind of like buried in me. Just he would just need to touch me. And then when we came home, he would just like bury his head in me. And it was like I felt like I was just washing away all of this ick from being outside. And it felt so nice, that I could hold him in that way. It was really lovely.
So this is your language of love.
Touch is a big language of love for me. Very important. Like I needed to feel loved. I need to touch a lot. But actually my best friend doesn't like touch very much, so it's fine. We we work it out. I mean, she's my friend, so it's not like I need her to cuddle or something. But we're joking about it sometimes, because yeah, anyway, but I got distracted from that. So yeah, I think touch is a love language. I mean, I think I also do like words of affirmation. If even a man says you're so beautiful, it feels so nice for me
Mhm,
to hear.
mhm.
And but I think that for me, I do really express my love in every way. I give very genuine compliments. I touch. I love to give these tiny little gifts that are sentimental and of course acts of service. I think sometimes a little bit too much, like I will become the professional psychotherapist or something. But yeah, no, everything. But yeah, it's true. It's true. Touch is a big one for me. Yeah.
But anyway, men should like it. If he
Yes, the
doesn't like, absolutely, it doesn't fit.
It's really bad, yeah. Go date a man. But
And
actually,
there are couples like this. Even when I know one couple, when woman doesn't like
that's
when
more
men.
common, I think, a little bit. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have slept with a man who I think he only liked intercourse. That was very bad experience too. like they don't like touch, but they just want food.
Mm, mhm.
But usually, yeah, usually they're very happy to have a woman who is as eager as me.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. So Tatiana, like, what is your kind of okay, so we were talking about me, the super
Which is
so
the man a bit introvert, a bit
a little
introvert.
bit introvert.
Yes, and you express him, you express your emotion for him because he cannot do it by himself. And for him, it will be fantastic. For you, it will be very natural.
Yeah, I like that, and I think it can also make me a little bit more forgiving when a man is not so it doesn't come to him so obviously to kind of express how he
Hmm.
feels, you know?
Yeah.
So you said these kind of men are everywhere. Maybe I'm just overthinking kind of go to the gym, look for entrepreneurs on LinkedIn, invite them for a coffee, go to
In LinkedIn, I don't think it work like this. I
well,
collect.
I was gonna try to find founders and then say, "Hey, I'm a digital nomad visiting Croatia. Do you want to get a coffee?"
In this case, maybe. And you know, in LinkedIn, there are some community, some
Please
group when
help my
where
family
collect some
audience.
digital nomad of Croatia, for example.
I'm doing a survey about Croatian men. And then I'll just like, I really liked your answers. Could we go a little bit more in depth with this over a glass of wine, perhaps?
You know, there are an app, Meetup.
Meetup, yeah.
You know, yes.
Okay, but if I'm trying to meet an introverted man, is what kind of meetup will he actually want to go to?
If you interview men,
If I want to meet my moon, my
say,
introverted moon, my moon man, is he going to come to an event? What kind of event would he want to come to? No
Mm,
talking event?
no. First, you have to understand what kind of job he has
Okay.
and what he is exactly doing there. Is
What mm,
in his job, yes? Who is he? Is a leader? He is just a worker, or what kind of person is it? What for him is very important. For example, if it's leader, entrepreneur, uh, he like to be a leader everywhere or only at his work
mhm,
because many people are different in this case. So man leader at work and he wants to be leader at home or
mhm.
opposite could be even opposite leader at work and he want to be under his woman at home. Both are okay, but
Mm.
you have to understand for you which kind of person more comfortable.
It's true, and I feel like I like it when a man takes some initiative, and lately I feel like I've been the one always taking the initiative. Maybe because I'm a bit impatient or I want to control things. I'm like, when are you going to kiss me? I don't feel like waiting anymore. I'm going in.
You want control, so it should be man who
Yeah.
doesn't want control at home.
But I want him to want control. I feel like I'm not meeting enough of like I want a man to be like, mwah, you know?
But you are
I
ready
will
for
have to
this
do
or
the
no?
work. I do.
You're
I
ready.
love it. I love it. I'm just not finding it.
But you can switch off your control in this
I need
case.
to switch off my control. How do I switch off my control?
This is therapy.
Therapy. Okay.
This is or repeating another patterns. Psychotherapy and in acting in real life is could be the same. If you do something, if you want to do something, what you never did in your life, from what you start.
What did I never do that I wanted to do?
Mhm.
I'm very good at completing projects. It's not like if my heart tells me to do something, I will make it happen. So I don't have a lot of regrets. I think probably the one thing is having a boyfriend, like a life partner, actually. That I feel like it was always important to me, but I didn't get there for some reason. And so I'm curious, you know?
No, I mean a bit different.
Not
We,
that. I know you didn't mean okay, but I don't
we
have real masochism. I'm really good. Like if I want to write a book, I'll write the book. I'll publish it. I'll find an author. If I want to write like I don't have that. I'm very fortunate in that way. I think my
and how
mom
you start?
when I get started, okay, so usually like let's say I decide I want to publish a book.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so first of all, I will start by thinking about my schedule and making sure that I put time for that
Mm-hmm.
every day to move forward. And then I will think about my strategy for that. And then I will try to find some kind of accountability partner. Like I will ask for friends for feedback about my strategy. And then if I notice that there's something that will help move me forward, but I have resistance to doing it,
Mm-hmm.
I will focus on that thing first. So that I know, because I know that thing is important. And then I will also usually, if it's a really important thing, like this last year, I put up my new website. It's a marketplace.
Mm-hmm.
Then I will say I will block off a longer period of time because I know, okay, maybe I'm going to work on this for 2 weeks and then I'm going to get a little bit distracted. So I will commit for 90 days because I feel like 90 days is kind of like you can do it for 30 days and then you get kind of bored. So it has to be for 90 days. Like that's the same period as rehab.
Okay.
That's why I chose 9. So yeah, so those that's how I make sure I do
Okay.
what
And if you should have the same plan,
Mhm.
how to stop your control?
Beautiful question. Okay, so I'm gonna answer in 2 parts because the first time you asked me that question, I realized something about trust, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I thought if I when I was on this date, I thought if I don't kiss this guy, maybe I will never get kissed by
Mm-hmm.
this guy, and I just can't wait, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I think trust and patience for this for a project I'm working on, how do I let go of control is I don't.
When you trust your man, when you are sure
Mm,
if you don't do something, he will do instead of you, can you give him a lot of control?
yes,
Mhm.
but
A little bit.
I think that you like, I think you know what I said? I think that I
Mhm.
could give him control, but I'm afraid. Like,
Mhm.
afraid of being rejected, afraid nothing's gonna happen. I don't trust him enough. I don't trust him that, like, there's a man who's strong enough out there to make the move when he's ready. Like, I'm afraid it won't happen if I don't do something.
What should happen you trust the man? What he should do?
That he'll, like, express how he feels to me, that he will make effort to keep me, that he will be thinking about, how to bring me in, how to please me, that he'll, if he really wants to kiss me, he will, like, make a way to make sure that happens for him.
Mhm. But
Mhm.
if you would write some list, men, if you want, I trust you, you have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What
Mm.
you would write for him?
Okay, you will, like, initiate kissing.
Mhm.
You'll, like, make an effort to plan a nice date that I will enjoy.
Mhm.
Uh, you'll say, "I'm beautiful and sexy." Um, you'll ask me how I feel about you, like,
Mhm.
and then you'll show up consistently without me worrying, that you're gonna be there or not.
Mhm. Something more? Because it's
If
not enough for create a family in the future.
Yeah, I mean, you'll talk about your long-term intentions.
No, just for you to feel trust for a man.
Oh, yeah. I mean, also, if I don't want something, you will stop without questioning me.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So open to conversation.
yeah, you right. Yeah, you will, care about how my day is.
Mm-hmm.
You'll ask about me and also care about how my family is.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, like, you'll be happy when I laugh and I smile,
Mm-hmm.
invested in my happiness.
If
Hmm.
he is doing all these kind of things, you can say, okay, I trust you. I can give you a little bit of control.
Yeah, honor your plans. Yeah.
Mhm. And
Yeah.
after this, you can make a training a little
Mhm.
bit more, a little bit more. And like this,
Yeah.
it go to the man.
You're so amazing. I mean, I feel like this interview has been so different than every other interview I've had in terms of my own awareness about my personal psychology because even, I was kind of feeling like, "Ugh, I've done so much work on myself. Do I really have to do more work like on myself? Really?" It feels such annoying. But
Yeah.
when I'm listening to you, I just realize what's kind of sad is that I have this such a deep sense of self-reliance, like nothing will happen good to me unless I make it happen. And then I almost feel kind of jealous when, oh wow, that girl went on one date, first date, and now she has somebody. And so, but because I'm carrying around this expectation, of course that's what's gonna happen. If I expect to be lucky, if I expect good things to happen to me by surprise, then I will give more space for that to actually occur. I
Hmm. And if for us, in some field, it doesn't matter relationship or business, if we have some idea and we always think about this, it's so high level of importance, and you don't see details.
Mm,
You have only okay or not okay, and even strong emotions is not like it should be because it's always when will come my happiness, when I'm waiting, where, and you have to go out from this and just to
absolutely.
see, it's so interesting, so this is new game, okay, let's play.
Let's
And
play.
with interest, with curiosity, it come very fastly in reality.
Hmm. Yes. So, looking for love is such a powerful tool for self-development. I think that having crushes on men, like going to do this therapy because I didn't understand I was single, it's led me to such a path of self-fulfillment and joy, regardless of the outcome. But I wonder, what your opinion is about marriage itself. Like, what is the value of it? Is it something that you think is really positive or, you know,
Marriage
yeah.
is for every person is different.
What do you
For
think are the good things about it? Is it a worthwhile goal? Because I've never been married.
I know people who don't care about this. Absolutely.
Mm.
I know people who say only marriage is matter in my life. And I don't know who is more healthy, who is more normal. But if in your world for you is okay to not get married is okay. If in your head is I want to do it one day, so it should happen.
I always thought that I wanted to, but then on the other hand, I had no idea what it's like because I didn't have an example of a marriage growing up. I know some people are very happily married and some people are totally miserable. I know what it's like in the fairy tales. And what do you think? Honestly, I want your honest opinion. Like, what's good about marriage?
But for me is important. For me.
How
But
come?
I
What does it give to you? What does it bring for you?
um is I think we have to make another interview because I have
Okay,
not
with
much.
pleasure. If you I would love that. I would love it.
The most important what we have in our head inside. We have image who I am. Yes, you know who you are. We
Yeah.
have another image, which kind of relationship I have. This is image number 2. I want this kind of relationship. And image number 3 is man. I want this kind of man. And problem of many, many people in the world, these three image doesn't fit each other. So I am like this, relationship like this, man like this, and when I want to connect everything, it doesn't connect it.
Yeah.
And to understand how it works, I created one test. But now we don't have time to do it. We can do it
We'll tease it for the
next
next
time.
episode, yeah. Okay, so I know you have to go, so before we go, and I would love to do another episode on this topic if you're willing. What can people do with you? What are the services that you offer, and what is the best way for people to find you?
Mhm. For a man, I can say I will find a wife. I know how to do it in 1 year, and I'm sure with my abilities, yes, I can do it. For women also, I can find a man, but uh, as I told you, these three image is a problem, could be
Mhm.
problem.
Yeah,
How who you are, your relationship, and your man. And I invite women to regulate three image to make them in harmony way. So everything fit each other. You fit to your image of relationship. Men fit to your relationship, to your everybody feel comfortable. And I provide 3 sessions, which where I make a setting for these three image. When you have setting, I would be sure, secure. You can find everywhere, man, and I can put you in my database
there you go.
for yes, database for matchmaking. And if I see men who fit you very well, so I can meet you.
Amazing. I love that. Okay, so I know you have to jump off and make some love happen, but I just want to tell people to find Tatiana. If you're a man, you can find her on LinkedIn, Tatiana Persico. And if you are a woman, the best place to find Tatiana is on Instagram. She's based in Valencia, but she works with people all over the world. And if you enjoyed this conversation, even a fraction as much as I have enjoyed this conversation, I really encourage you to reach out to Tatiana, and hopefully you'll be hearing from her again on the show when we talk about who I am, which kind of relationship is good for me, and what kind of man is good in this relationship. So thank
Yes,
you so much again, Tatiana. It's been an
and thank you for
absolute delight.
invitation.